Good afternoon, folks. Well, here's our photographer for today on this project. But before we get started and before I tell you what the next project is going to be, I just wanted to show you what I did. I sprayed some Krylon primer, red primer that they use for auto, and it matches perfectly with this. I bondoed in here, and I bondoed up in through here, and sprayed it and covered up the white. So that came out pretty good. And then I'll show you over on this side. Okay, as you can see, I bondoed this in here after I made this video that day. Let's see, that was Sunday, Easter Sunday when I did this. Yesterday it poured like hell. It was very windy. It was a real bad day. So I bondoed this Easter Sunday about, I would say an hour and a half, 2 hours later. I didn't make a video of it. I figured I'll close all this in, and I bondoed up into here, and you really probably can't see that too well. So you wouldn't even know that I did it. If you really look close, you will. But after all, this isn't a piece of furniture, as I said so many times. It's a deck. And over here, I just smoothed it out. I did not bondo it. I just belt sanded it and then hit it with the spray primer, which happens to blend in perfectly with this and this area here. Okay, now for today's project. Okay, this is a swing set I've had for quite a few years and bought it at a yard sale quite a number of years ago. And like anything else, we fix if it's broken. The average person, at least wise somebody that's well-to-do with a lot of money, would consider this trash. And if I was rich, I would probably consider it trash too. You can see down here that it's rusted right off. All right. Now, I don't have very much metal, and I don't have a welder, and I don't know how to weld anyways. It takes years and years of training, and something I can't do. But there's like a clamp here, a horseshoe type clamp. I'll show you on the other side how it's supposed to go together. All right, you see this? See how that clamp is right there? See how that's clamped? It's like almost like a pipe clamp. I can look and see if I got something like that. And this piece of pipe here goes right around. So the other side, obviously, it rusted out and fell off. Okay, you see that? So we're going to try to fix that. I'll be back when I find some metal, if I can find something to go in there. I only have thin galvanized metal or thin sheets of aluminum, so I may not be able to fix it. And if I can't, you'll never see this video, because I'm very limited on metal and wood for that matter, but I can't use wood, obviously. Okay, I'll be back if I find something to put in there. All right, we're going to try to... All right, can I come off? Yeah, now I'm going to get this side.
Oh, jeez. How am I going to get it off? Oh, it just unhooks.
It unhooks. Lift that side up. Go over on that side and lift that up because it's jammed up against here. Just lift this up. Not heavy. 2 hands. All right, now hold it there. Hold it there. Don't pull it. You're swinging it. Stay over there. You're on an angle. Right there. You're making it hard here for me to get it out. Oh, man. I might not be able to get this thing out. Okay. I got it. Okay. Now, let's carry it over to the bench. And we're going to put it up on the bench. All right. Alright, you can see that there's another pipe in here where the seat is connected to. Now this thing is in pretty bad shape. It's all worn out here and everything else, but it is made for outside. And if I can get this patched up, fine. I could probably put a strap in there. But let me get my stool and sit on it and look closely. I'll be back. Now you can see that this is supposed to be one piece from here to here. So
It broke off.
it rusted right off, yes. I think that's a rivet that goes through there. So ideally, if I had a piece of pipe that would slip over this and over this, it would be good. But you know, it's rusted right through here too. I can put my finger up in here. It's rusted right up to here at the curb. So,
Are you gonna cut it off?
I may have to cut some out of there in order to get it to go in. Alright, I'll be back. I gotta get the hammer and tap on it and do the little thing, so I'll turn the camera off. Well, that's my bodywork tools. There's a little problem here, actually quite a big problem. This clamp is nice and heavy. It's riveted on here, but there's also a rivet that goes through the center and normally would go through this pipe, which is was one piece. So I'll take a small ball-peen hammer here, and we really can't do much with this here because first of all, there's a hole right here. This is where it ends. I have to cut this off. That's not a problem. The problem is, if I cut that off, I've got nothing that'll go into here. I was thinking of taking a bolt going in here, perhaps bending the bolt in a vise, curving it a little bit so it makes the curve in here, and the other end will stick in here, so it kind of like is an insert for this. The problem here is I'd have to drill out this rivet if I can, and I need a magnifying glass to see what I got to do here. I got to drill out this rivet that normally goes through this. That's what I have to do first. So that's what I'm going to do. I brought out the bodywork tools because I need hacksaw. Well, I got the hacksaw in there. I may need tin snips. I only got a little bit of metal. I don't have very much heavy metal. I have thin metals for the body, you know, for the body panels when I work on the van, but I don't have any heavy metal. So I'm very, very limited in what I have. But like everything else, this is the poor man's way of fixing things. Otherwise, I'd have to hire somebody to, because I don't have a truck anymore, to haul this away to the dump, when basically it's a good seat. I like to sit out here. Tommy likes to sit out here in the nice weather, which it is today. Yesterday it was terrible weather. It's a good thing I painted that thing, bondoed it Sunday afternoon. because I knew it was going to be bad the next day. As I said, all my projects are done between raindrops. It's good today, do it today. If it rains tomorrow, get it all done today. Don't wait for the primer to dry, just paint over it. So that's what I do. So, enough talking. I'm going to get the drill out and try to drill this rivet out. I got to get my cord out here. I'll be back. We'll start out with the Harbor Freight. I don't have another battery. I have not charged this since I used it to pre-drill holes for the wood on the deck there. But I'll get the D.I.Y out if this lets me down. So we're going to try to drill out this rivet. I don't know if I can. I may not. Well, not going to be able to because I got to prick punch it first. Got to prick punch it. You can't do it without it. So I'll be back.
That's a small
These
hammer.
are useless.
That's a small hammer.
It's a ball peen. Yeah, let's get the bigger one out. Let's get the bigger ball peen out. These are all yard sale tools, and like my dad used to do, he always paints the head of the hammers red so you can find them. Now, let's see if I can center that. If not, the next option is grind it off. It's not very solid when I'm banging on it, you know, so I may have to grind it off, and that would probably be my best bet, because I got to get that rivet out of there. It goes right through the pipe, just like this one does. But this one is fine. This pipe is capped off, not rusted out. It's this one. We'll grind her off. We'll grind it off. That's what we'll do, folks. We'll grind it off. I'll be back. All right, we're gonna use the Harbor Freight small one first. 3-inch.
Not cutting, huh?
It's cutting, but see, I got to use my reading glasses because I need the magnification. If I use goggles, I won't be able to see anything, and my goggles will not fit over these. I can use one or the other. I can't use both. So I'm kind of like almost going blindly. I'm hitting the rivet head, but I'm not cutting the angle I want to cut. He's getting there. Let me see if I can drill that. Not. We'll continue with the grinding. The other grinder I have flap wheels on it. Guess I could use a flap wheel on it, but I think it'll take a lot longer to cut it. The problem is this isn't solid. It's bouncing around on the bench, on the tabletop here. Let's just see if I can get the drill to go into the pilot hole that I punched, which I don't feel. No. I'm gonna have to grind it off. I can't. Oh, there it is. Hidden on me. Alright, I try to make a little cross in there, a little X. That didn't do any good. I'm hoping that I don't have to drill out the other side. Because if I can't do anything with this, I'm not going to be able to fix this. I got to get that piece out of there. Got to come out. And it did. You see that in there?
Something just came out of there.
Yeah, that's rivet. Rivet, 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 rivet. Okay, good. Now, that was worth it. So now let's let me hack this off. I'll be right. Let me try to cut that with a wheel first and see if I can hack that off a little bit. Okay, these Harbor Freight cutting wheels things aren't all that good. It's cut about 3/4 of the way through it. It's almost done. I think it's hitting this. That's why I can't go in anymore.
Use a bigger grinder then.
Yeah, of course. That's the answer, I know. Because this is only cutting through about a little over 3/4 the way through. I can finish it with a hacksaw, or I can go and try to find one of my big cutoff wheels. I'll be back. Alright, it doesn't really tell you, there's no direction of rotation on the blade. It doesn't tell you whether to put the green side out or the green side in. So I don't think it matters as long as it's on there tight, and it is. You can see I don't have very much metal at all to work with. I'm trying to put this in here. That's not going to work. I'm trying to keep it from hitting the fabric. But I ain't got nothing that'll stay in there, so we'll just hopefully I don't cut the stuff any worse than it is. I almost got it. And there's another piece of pipe in back of it, smaller diameter, that this fabric is fastened to. So I don't want to hit into that. So it's pretty rotted. But we're just patching it up. Now let's see if we can cut through here. We'll cut back a little more on that, I think. Yeah. Pretty good. All right, let's. Well,
Looks good.
okay. You can see the bottom is all rotted out to about here. There's nothing much I can do about that. We'll see if we can put something to go from here over to here after I line these up. Now that I got that rivet out of there, I got clear sailing to go right through here. And the only thing I can do is take a piece of sheet metal and wrap this around, put a pop rivet in here, because I don't know how to weld and I don't have a welder. And so that's the best I can do. It may last a few more years, and I don't expect it to last much longer than that. The thing is, I don't even know what year I bought this. I don't know, but I think I bought it when I first got my Dakota pickup truck, which, as I said so many times before, I no longer have it. Okay, we'll be back. All right, this is some leftover out of my scrap pile. You remember when we had cookouts? Most of you will remember if you follow my videos. We had little canopies and everything around the greenhouse. Well, that's what's left over to this stuff. This is a little bit smaller in diameter, that I gotta cut this piece off here. This is the end is flattened out for a project I made. Stick it up in there as far as I can go, and we're gonna cut it off here because it's got a bend in it. And then we're gonna try to get it up into here. The support of the seat, when you're sitting in it, will be from here to here. So this piece here really isn't going to offer any too much, so some of that can stick in there. So I'm going to cut that off camera. I'll be right back. Lost my glasses. All right. Okay, now we got this piece here.
Looks good.
Oh,
Hopefully it fits in there.
I hope it fits in there, because if not, we can't. It'll fit in there, but uh-oh. There's a bolt in there.
Uh-oh.
It only goes in that far. There's a bolt in there. There's another piece of metal here. There's another tube right here. I don't know if you can see that. This fabric is on. So I can't stick that in too far. So I have no choice. I wanted to go way up into here. So this is how it's going to have to go. And then into here. It'll only stick in just a little bit in there.
Kind of fits that way.
Yeah. But the main support is going to be this into here. And I can drill a hole and put a pop rivet to go into here, or a screw, don't matter, sheet metal screw. And the same with here. I don't really need to go all the way through, even though the hole in here goes all the way through.
The hole.
I can put a bolt in there and a nut So I think we can put that in here, jack that up there, and cut that off here. I'll be back. The problem's going to be, this is in the way, and I need it to support the back of this a little bit. But most of the support, as I said, is going to be right here to here, okay? Worst case scenario, I may have to do it that way and plug this pipe, or put something on it so you don't get sharp edges. I might have to do that, because this is in the way and I can't push this through here. I wanted to go in here and in here, and I'm not going to be able to do it because this pipe is rigid. If I bend it out, it's going to just break right off. So I think I'm going to have to do is hack this off. I don't really want to do that, and I don't want to make this shorter. This goes in here, and if this goes in here, this end here goes in 1 inch, just about 1 inch, and that's let's see how far that goes in. Probably about 3/4. Well, if I cut any more off of this, I'm not going to be able to put anything in here. So, let me cut a little more off of this, get this a little shorter. All right, it's up against the thing here. Now, that might not go in there, but it's in here. So this seat is already supported. In other words, the swing can be used, but I won't be able to do anything here. But the only thing I can do is just wrap duct tape around it so you don't get cut on it. Should you be reaching around the back, but you wouldn't be doing that anyways. Oh, it's in there.
Hey, you fixed it.
Yeah, well, it's a Mickey Mouse job.
What else is new?
I fix things on the cheap. You got to do it that way. Like I say, the rich man would throw this out in the trash. But I ain't rich. Never will be. All right. So, what we've got to do here...
Looks good.
We're not going to worry about drilling anything in here. We're going to put a bolt in here or a screw, and a screw in here, but we got to drill it. So we'll give it a tap. I'll be right back. I got to get a drill. Okay, we've got a screw here. I may have to put another one in, a little larger. Now, I probably have to prick this, but you can't drill without punching. You should know that. I don't know. The thing bounces around so much it. Trying to get the most out of this battery as I can.
You want me to hold it for you?
No, it's all right, I got it. If the dual battery don't crap out on me, I'll get the D.I.Y out, but that's another tool I got to put away when I'm done. Because it looks like it's going to rain, because every damn time I try to do a project, it's always raining. This is a Harbor Freight bit too. That's why it doesn't cut that good. A Harbor Freight crap bit.
Something just broke off.
Garbage.
I hope it didn't break off inside.
Probably did. No, it couldn't have. It's not drilled through yet. All right, this is my Milwaukee, but I had to go down to the next smallest size. See what the difference is? It's cutting good. If the damn drill battery holds up. Don't make me get another drill out. There we go. Now I get a small screw if I can get it in there. Unfortunately, I had to drop down to a very small size screw.
A screw.
A bit. Oh. I'll be back. I got to get a Phillips. All right, I got a Phillips screw, and after that bit broke off, good.
Look at that, good as new.
Well, I gotta see if I get a bigger screw in that. I guess I'd be all right. I wanted a little bigger screw in this one. This one fit perfectly. All right. Let's get some tape on this so we don't get cut on it. What a crappy job, but at least we get the job done and get this thing back on the hook again. Okay, we're not going to bother putting the screw in this because this only goes in about a ½ inch the way it's set up now. And there's not much good metal there anyways on the green one. So we got some Gorilla tape almost out of this. What else is new? I'm almost out of everything. Lousy job. All right. Good as new. It wouldn't be too bad if that screw does come out. It's in there, but you know, I can feel it turning a little more as it locks down. In other words, the screw needs to be a little larger in diameter. It's just that I used too big of a bit there. This one fit perfectly. The 1/8 inch bit broke off. The next size down, whatever that is, I'd have to look on the drill guide there, is a Milwaukee bit, and that worked out good. The gold bits are Harbor Freight junk. They're only good for wood. Okay, we're going to get this thing back up on the thing. So you got to hold your end up the same height as me. You can't have your end down here like that because it goes on an angle, and you're not going to get the hooks in. All right. I'll grab that end, I'll grab that. You can walk forward, I'll walk back. Now we're going into the back entrance. To the back entrance over here. Now, you'll keep your end as high as mine, okay? Now hold it up there, because I gotta put the hook in. You may not get the hook in there.
I got it.
You got the hook in? Okay, well, we got the hook in.
Good as new now.
Oh, I'm swinging in the rain, swinging in the rain. Okay, all right.
Good as new.
All right, folks. This is a poor man's way of doing things. It's either fix it up so it's usable for a few more years, or pay somebody to haul it away. I elected to repair it so that it becomes useful. Not a great looking thing, battle worn, but nonetheless useful. Thanks for watching. Take care, everybody.